Hello, good evening. Welcome to Write Makes Might, Stronger Structure in Storytelling. I'm Fletcher Rhoden. We're going to be covering the three-act structure, scene and sequel structure, and the use of a single protagonist. But before we do that, you're probably wondering who I am. That's me. A little more on my background. Honestly, though, I'm a produced film writer, story by Stump the Band, Boathouse Studios. I wrote a couple of books. These are both available on Trafford.com. Wrote and produced a play or two, also directed them. This was last Tango with Marlon, about Marlon Brando and Wally Cox. Got some pretty good reviews, fairly happy with those. The midpoint is another similar plot point. In Jaws, of course, this is when the orca heads out to sea. Everything that happens thereafter could not have happened before because the orca hadn't head out to sea before. So you see how the plot points are changing the physicality of the act, so that Act 2B is physically different than Act 2A. This is why movies like Jaws are so good, because they keep moving forward. They keep changing the complexion of the action. So in the midpoint, Jaws, the orca heads out after the shark. The exorcist, Damien, agrees to help Regan to investigate Regan's so-called possession. In The Exorcist, the first half of the movie, we really don't see very much of Damien Karras because he really has not agreed to participate. They haven't gotten to the point where they feel that Regan needs an exorcism. They exhaust first their conventional means. In The Godfather, Michael assassinates some of the family enemies and is sent off to Sicily. The plot point in the middle of The Godfather is Michael's return from Sicily when he takes over the mantle of leading the family. He's not yet Godfather, but he is, under his father's tutelage, assuming leadership of the family. Now this physically, he was in Sicily, now he's back. So physically, these things are not interchangeable. Scene structure. This is the way a scene is best structured. Now you don't have to do it, but if you do it, you will find that your scenes inevitably are stronger and have greater forward thrust and keep your acts moving forward. Every scene has a goal, a conflict, and a disaster. When I say disaster, by the way, I don't mean that there's an earthquake, I don't mean that somebody's head explodes, I mean that the disaster is in correlation to the goal. It is the opposite of the goal. For example, in Jaws, Hooper goes down to the cage, goes in the cage into the water to kill the shark. His goal is to stab the shark in the mouth with this poison-tipped spear. That's his goal. The conflict is that the shark tears the cage to pieces. The disaster is that not only does he not kill the shark, but he also is helpless, he's without a weapon, he's pinned to the bottom of the ocean floor, and if the guys on the boat don't kill that shark, the shark is going to get him before he can get back. We know this. He's pinned under rocks. He's helpless. This is an eating machine. Goal, conflict, disaster. Excellent. That leaves me only to thank you very much for your time and attention. I wish you good writing. Good night.